Good morning, my lovely students. How are you? I wish you're okay today. Today we are going to take the second lesson of the writing. Okay, the writing we said before the punctuation rules, that the sentence should start with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And we said that pronoun I should be always capital. I is a king, don't forget. And we said that all the names we should write them with a capital letter. Okay? Today we are going to take something new, which is the question words. Question words. If you want to know something, what do you do? For example, if I'm saying today I'm going to see my new friend, I want to know his name. How can I know his name? What can I do? Think. I'm going to ask him. I'm going to ask him. So if I want to know anything, I have to ask a question. For example, if I'm going to meet my new friend today in my class, I'm going to ask him, for example, what's your name? So this is a question. Or I'm going to ask my friend, for example, how old are you? Okay? So again, this is another question. So when we want to know something, we have to ask a question. So we have something called question words. Question words means the words I use them to ask my questions. Okay? Let's see some of them. Here we have the question words. We call them sometimes the WH words because all of them have the letters W and the letter H. So sometimes we call them the WH words. So WH words or question words, we use them to ask a question. So if I want to know anything, I'm going to ask a question. So these words will help me to ask my questions. Let's see the first one. This one is where. Where is to ask about the place. For example, I can say, where is my bag? I want to know the place of my bag. I'm going to search for it. Where is my bag? So I can say, for example, it's in the bedroom. Okay? Where is mommy? She's in the kitchen. Okay? Where is Linda? She went to the school. Okay? So I always use the word where to ask about the places. Where is to ask about the places. Then I have when. When is to ask about time. When is to ask about time. Okay? For example, I can say, when do you go to the cinema? For example, mine can tell me we're going to the cinema on Thursday. Okay? She's going to tell me the date or the day or the time. When do you eat your lunch? I eat my lunch at 3 o'clock. Okay? Where are you going to do your homework? I will do my homework at 4 o'clock. So, we always use the word when to ask about the time or the date or the date. Okay? This is the second one. Number 3, we have why. Why is, I use the question word why to know the reason of something, to know the reason of something. For example, my friend was absent yesterday, so I want, when she comes today, ask her, why were you absent yesterday? I want to know why she was absent. Why? What is the reason of being absent? So we use the word because. When we ask the question why, we also start the sentence. The answer is because. Because means she's going to tell me the reason. So she can tell me, because I was sick. So now she told me the reason. Or I can ask my friend, why are you late today? You can tell me, because the bus came late. Okay? So we use the word why to know the reason of something. Okay? Then we have who. Who is to ask about people or persons. Who. We use the word who to ask about people. For example, who is your math teacher? So now I'm asking about someone. I don't know someone, so you are going to tell me, who is your math teacher? Okay? You can tell me, for example, Ms. Rana is our math teacher. Who is going to the club with you? You can tell me, my friend John is going with me to the club. So we use the word who to ask about people. To ask about people. Okay? For example, I can say, who made this lovely cake? You're going to tell me, my mom made this lovely cake. So now again, we are asking about people. Okay, then we have how. The word, question word, how. I use the question word how to ask ask maybe about, sometimes we use it to ask about feelings. Okay, to ask about feelings. How are you today? Okay, so this is, I'm asking about a feeling. Okay, so you can tell me, I'm fine, thank you, I'm good today. Or I can ask about the way of doing something. For example, how can I do this cake? You can tell me, I put some flour and then I put some eggs and I mix them together and something like this. So now you are telling me the way of doing something, okay? Or, how do you go to school? How do you go to your school? So now again you tell me, I go to school by bus, or I go to school with my dad, for example. Okay, so use the word how to ask about feelings or to ask about the ways of doing something. Okay, then we have the last one is what. The last one is what. What is to ask about things. What's this? Okay, tell me, this is a marker. What's that? That is a window. Okay, what is this? This is a board. So I use the word what to ask about the things. Again, all these words are called question words, and sometimes we call them WH words because, like here, if you see WH, all of them have the letters WH. Here also WH. So we call them question words or WH words because I use them to ask a question. Then let's know something very small, is that when we start the sentence with a question words or WH words, the sentence should start with a question mark. Okay? Let's go again. When we start a sentence with a WH word or a question word, we should end the sentence with a question mark, like here. How old are you? Is this a sentence? No, it's a question because I'm asking a question and I want someone to tell me the answer. So because it's a question, I have to end the sentence with a question mark. If I say, for example, here, why are you late? So again, is this a sentence? No, it's a question. So whenever we ask a question, we end the sentence with a question mark. But here we have another way to ask the question. We see it now. Another way to ask the question, but we are not going to use the question words. We are going to use something else. Let's see together. If I write here, I can swim. Full stop. This is a question? No. I can swim. I'm telling someone of my friends maybe, or my teacher, or anyone, that I can swim. But if someone is going to ask me a question, he's going to write this like this. We are going to shift the words. We are going to start can, for example, can, and I is going to be you swim. Now it became a question. If I want to ask someone, I'm going to tell him, can you swim? So now it became a question. So when I start the sentence with the pronoun, this is a sentence because I'm not asking a question. I can swim, I can write, I can jump, okay? But if I want to ask a question, I'm going to start with the verb. When we shift the verb and the pronoun, it becomes now a question. So now when I use can you swim, now it became a question. So now we write at the end we write a question mark. For example, I can write another one. Ben can drive. You know what's the meaning of drive? To drive a car. Ben can drive. So now is this a question? No. We can say it's just a sentence that Ben can drive. He knows how to drive the car. So we say Ben can drive. But if I shift them like this, write them like this. Start the sentence with the verb. Now, can Ben drive? Now it became a question. So whenever we shift the verb and the pronoun or the subject, we shift them, we start the sentence with the verb, now it becomes a question. So I have two ways to ask the question. Maybe I can use one of these words, the question words or the WH words, and the second way is to shift the sentence like this to make the sentence start with the verb. Can Ben drive? Yes, he can. No, he can't. Okay? So now it became a sentence, a question. So the sentence, all the sentence ends with a full stop. But when we ask a question with the question word or ask it with the verb, we end the sentence with a